MOT time, just gone through MOT. P&R Autos, my favourite garage to come to. The MOTs, they also do motorcycle MOTs. There's the motorcycle rolling road, yeah, right. Pass, that's all we're looking for, isn't it? So we're okay until 25. We should use it more often, shouldn't we? We should use it more often. But the good thing about having you're building up some sort of a history on it, aren't you? As best as you can. Yeah, so we keep saying it every year, but we must use it. We've done the events we wanted to do. There was a few we missed. There was two clashed. Candid No Light Parade clashed with, because the beginning of the year it was wet and there was a few cancelled, wasn't there? Yeah. So next year's another year. But main thing is now we've got an MOT and that's what we're looking for, the pass. So we've got all the history. It's funny, you know, how some vehicles are destined to do one thing and others look. So it's hold on a minute. There we are. We can trace it. It's a 12 bike, 2012. So it had only done 3,000 miles in 2015. 2016 hadn't gone very far. 2017 still hadn't gone very far. Wow. So where were we? 17, 18. Did a bit more. And then she stood again, didn't she, for a while? Where were we? 18 to 19. Oh, she had a bit of a stretch. And then 90, yeah, is doing, but she's destined to be a garage queen, isn't it? It's hard, isn't it? She's gone from being a garage queen to another garage queen, and yet you can do miles and miles on them. It's very odd, isn't it? Oh, I missed all that. Here we are, try again. What did we learn from this MOT? Can you see, look? The brake pads, it's past the machine, it went on the rolling road, but there isn't much pad left down there now, is there? It's close to the end. So she needs a set of brake pads. Yeah, well, she will need a set of brake pads before we I'll park it up for the winter now. It won't go anywhere, but a job to do over the winter. And one more thing we spotted, and another thing that we saw that came quite a surprise. Hold on, can you see that? Look, that's extra something. Extra. This is an original, looks like it's an original tyre. And the reason we say that, original front tyre, is look, there's a date on it. It's a 2012 tyre. Yeah. On a and that's the make of it. I don't know if you can make out the make of it. It must have been what? So what is it called? Well, I know I'm twisting around a lot. A radial, yeah. G706, whatever. I reckon this is an original. That's the front tyre that came with it, because it's 2012 tyre, and the bike itself is a 2012 bike. Wow, that was a bit of a shocker. I know it hasn't done many miles, but so before we take it out for next year, before we take it out next year, remember we had the suspension done. That's all fixed. We've got to put a tyre on it, and we've got to change the brakes. Yeah, before we go anywhere else, before we take it out next year. A winter job got to be done. The same, it's got the tread. It's not a lack of tread. Okay, it's ready to be changed, which we'll do that anyway. So it passes the MOT, but having a good MOT man that looks through it through and through and points out your brakes will be one doing soon. Did you know your tyre was a bit old, and which I'd never seen, and that that wants changing. Having a good MOT man go through it gives you confidence, you know, because you do go over your tyres, you do sort of look at them, but you don't have an expert view on them, do you? I'm not saying that my view is anyway expert at all, but I wouldn't have thought of looking for the age of the tyre. So the tyre's got to be changed and the brakes are ready to be changed.